welcome back to Beardchanics garage, and as you can tell, my lips and the voice don't match. It's because this one is going to be narrated, guys. Way too much music at the event, so I had the choice, either a short one with their own music or a narrated one with some background music, but at least we get to see the car in detail like I like to do. The background music is from a Carbon Citizen, which allow usage of their music for free. Find all the link in the description, and as you can see here, we are looking at a Chevrolet pickup from the Sharnbrook Hotel, and we are moving on to this lovely blackout Sirocco. And as usual, you will find the tag in the top right corner of your screen, and we strongly suggest you go give them a follow. Very clean Ford there. Engine bay detailing as well, extremely clean, bagged. Yeah, I actually make a mean joke to my mate Jim that you can see there about how tight his belly is around his t-shirt, just like how the wheels are tight around the car. Yeah, you can see. Now we've got a Toyota, a little baby one in the windscreen, and a Pikachu in the passenger. Louvers. Those are good looking cars. That's a lovely FTO. A lot of work done on this one. You can see heart shape indicators. Cool livery. Go check out. And look at the rear. The heart theme continue with the exhaust done as well. Really cool. Lego head, obviously, that's always cool to see. I do like my Lego. Very clean Seat here. And a Cupra for John. He loves the Cupras. We've got good old Audi. I believe this is an S4 that unfortunately had a bit of a bang. And basically the guy took out a lamppost. And then we move on to this Vauxhall Astra. Now we are having a look at this mad Lamborghini with a Uber body kit. As you can see, it got some extra bits to make it even more special than it already was. If you haven't watched our video about cars living in style, you should do, and then you will hear this Lambo roar. Renault Clio Sport. Quite good looking, those one. I wasn't fan of the Renault Clio for a while, you know, when they had that big shape, but those are nice. A Golf, bagged, as you can see. Another very clean Vauxhall. This one with the interior to match the exterior as well. Look at that lovely blue interior. We are now moving on to a bagged S3. Make sure you follow, just as a reminder. Lovely setup in the boot as well for this one. Another Golf. Guess what? Yes, it it is bagged. On here we've got a Mustang that was actually swapped with an AMG engine. I don't have the details, I don't know if they just swap the body or swap the whole engine, but look how clean that is. Such a spotless engine bay, really gorgeous. Again, this one, we've got a video about the exhaust battle at that event, and you can hear it there. Now, as you can see, we've got another Vauxhall. Splittered, green accent into the headlight, green wheels, bagged, with a really clean setup in the boot, which we will see in a minute. A bagged Audi TT, which I believe are Bentley wheels or Brabus, one of those. I think they are Bentley. Another Ford here. Now you won't be able to hear because we were quite close to the speakers as well anyway, but like the owner was saying, he hasn't polished that bit quite yet. We were at that event quite early, so a lot of people were still polishing and cleaning their car when I started recording. And yeah, you know, the usual, but you never get tired of it, neither do I. They are such a gorgeous cars. That one was really clean, apart from a little bit of surface rust to fix, as you can see here. But yeah, a beast. Moving on to a little Mini. I was never a big fan of the Mini when they came out, but the more I do car meet on car shows and I see them modded, the more I like them. They can really be made into little nugget. Another Renault here, in that lovely yellow, that is kind of a Renault color. And here we just have a V10 Audi parking next to this Vauxhall VXR. Follow, as usual, follow them all, link to all of them in the description so they are easy to find. Here I'm telling tons of awesome jokes or others, obviously. No, but we just saw that bagged car going along. an Audi. Next to that we've got an R8. Moving on to a BMW. And another one, M2, I think. Yeah, we are in another area, so before we were at the front of the hotel. This is in the grass, as you can see. Ford Focus ST here, in orange. Follow it there. Just A5 lowered. Oh, sorry. Looking at the exhaust, it's probably an RS. But another Ford Focus here. Pointing out how I like that little stripe of color there on the footwell, on the door, and here we go. You must have seen this one on Instagram. Somebody really loves Lego too. Wonder if the little men on the car and stuff like that are either glued in or do they actually stay on purely with Lego power. And then we've got a Mazda 3. I do love those. There seems to see some here and there, but I'll say not enough. That's a Brabus Mercedes something. I have to admit my interest for that one was sort of low. Another bag, the Sirocco. Got to appreciate the registration plate on this one. Yeah, we've got an Audi convertible with plastic on the bonnet. That's one of the cars from guys that are from a wrapping company. So they have well wrapped cars. Yeah, I really like the bonnet plexiglass to kind of give some sight into the engine bay. We've got that purple Sirocco that you might have seen on our Instagram. Go follow it here, obviously. Lovely mirror covers. We're moving on to another Seat Leon. A bit of a sense of the scale, and there you go. Yeah, I was attracted by that Seat Cupra with its lovely color changing wrap. a wrap I've actually considered for the S3, but where it's going to need more than that. Purple Cupra, make sure you go follow. And here you go, that is the wrapping company there. You can see the name on the side. One of their other cars. Next to that we've got a Focus RS. A lovely car. Carbon bonnet. And yes, carbon wings too. And here we've got a Ford ST wagon. So that we've got a little GTI with a lovely Martini livery. Again, this one it was in a Cars Living That Show episode. Go check out that episode and go check out this profile. Again, the links in the description. And yeah, we've got A series from Mercedes. We've got Jim, and we are moving on to this lovely Mini. Go follow it up here. Very clean setup in the boot. And here in the background music you had advertisement from YouTube. Could not find anywhere where to download the Carbon Citizen music, so I'm just playing it. Anyway, here we've got an RS3. Very clean, with tons of carbon bits in the engine bay. And as you can tell, bagged. Go follow it there. Go. Golf GTI. Backed again. Next to another RS3. This time a Sportback, which you can follow there. K-bar in the boot. And here we've got the A1 S-Line, partially wrapped, blue accent. And here we have a bag Passat with a massive rear wing, which you will see in a bit. White body, as you can tell. There is a massive wing with a double barrel exhaust. And we have a lovely classic BMW. Gorgeous as a wagon. we've got a Golf that we've seen before from Ben Tape. Very clean, those are lovely. And here we've got the MX-5 second gen. Oh, excusez-moi, first gen. Another RS3 saloon. RS3 Mati. Massive filter. Yeah, just give you an overall view of the event. That was a big section. And yeah, we've got a Holden V8. You don't see those a lot. And yeah, we've got a lovely Civic with a really cool Instagram tag, a rusty lawnmower. Right behind we've got this bagged A5, which you can follow there. BMW, which you can follow there. Big ring on that. Yet another one with a partial wrap. And some goodies into the engine bay. And here we have a lovely blacked out R32. My eyes were on this Golf with this engine swap. Look at this lovely engine bay shaving. Oh, it's just gorgeous. You can see so good. I'm taking picture of it. Now moving on. Lovely Abarth. 52 wheels. Go follow it on Instagram. I'll link in the description. One we've seen before, this lovely Passat bagged, nicely wrapped. Another one we've seen before, 3 series from Henry Vincent. Yeah, we're walking around trying to find another target at the same time as an advertisement go on. Yeah, here we go with this Vauxhall Corsa. And yes, it might be weird in the edit having the sound of advertisement, but you know, I do what I need to get the content out, you know. Yeah, I obviously made some awesome comment. As you can see, the gentleman smiling. You know what I'm like with my extreme social skills. Another little blacked out vehicle. Very nice. Early gen. And here we've got a Tuscany Coupe, which is not a common sight. Next to that we have a little Seat again in blue. Follow it there. Next to another one. Oh, no, not another one, my bad. This one you've seen before. This one is a Vauxhall Corsa, not a Seat. Even after editing the video, I still get them wrong, even though I've looked them all up. Brain farts, that's what it is. Alright, another Ford. Lovely tint, lovely polar bills, you can follow it there. As you can see, it was still early, people were still cleaning up their car. And here we've got another Vauxhall where they actually put the Opel logo on. Proper origin. And you've got to appreciate the bonnet being open with just a camshaft. Nice plate on that as well. And yet here we are, another one, which you can go follow. Bit of yellow accent, bonnet vent, lip, MX5 NC. Wheels down on the wing. Next to that we have a gorgeous Peugeot 205 GTI 1.9 liter. Lovely, I absolutely adore those cars. We've got a GDM Beauty trying to compete with a modest diffuser at the show, but as you can see, not quite one. Mine is bigger. Lovely car though, a lot of work put into that. Really stunning. Next to that we've got a highly modified FTO. I do love those cars as well. We do not see enough of them on the road, but luckily at this show there was actually quite a few. Fancy bonnet. As you've seen, the lights were converted at the front and they also are at the rear. Really sweet it well. Nicely done. I've got an EP3 coming in. another Mini, a GP edition. And we have another Seat Cupra with a Mighty Car Mod chopped sticker. Next to another FTO. Very much stock looking, this one. Still gorgeous though. And here you have it. Of course, that is a Supra. Mandatory at any decent car show. And maybe the black Supra had some grass. Go check out our other videos to find out. Sitting next to another one. You can see this one got a little scoop on the bonnet. Next to a Mark 1 TT with bloody Jim in the way. You won't see my car in that show. For some reason I thought this was bigger, and yeah, I should have brought in my car well. Even though it was a bit dirty, but... And here you have it, a little Jag, owned by that lovely chap on the side here that was just basically washing his car some more, because he washed it the day before, but obviously you drive it to the shop and it's dirty again. Not a big Jag fan, but those one I do love, especially the rear, it's really gorgeous. And here we've got an Audi Coupe. Gorgeous car, obviously, for sale or exchange for a bike. Yeah, we've got a lovely wrapped Mini with the roof, the wheel and inside done hydraulic. Really nice. A lot of effort went into this. We have another Vauxhall. One we've seen before. I love those wheels. Love how they look connected, but when you get close to it, they are not quite. If you see what I mean. Moving on to yet another Vauxhall. Corsa, this one. As usual, remember to go follow Check out the description for all the links. And here we are, another Mini with a really cool wing. Next to this we've got this tiny little Volkswagen. We've seen it before and I do love it. I love my tiny cars. This is pretty tiny. Tastefully done as well. You can see, including the interior. And look at that. Really nice. Another little cock thing for the antenna. Look at this livery on this Focus RS. We've got a series of BMWs in the field. Another one here, M4. Lovely color actually, that train. Follow it there. That we have a M2 in blue. Now we are moving on to an A45. A lovely wrap on that. Some light blue or turquoise accent, are they? Next to this Vauxhall Astra, which based on the side is having a good laugh. To that we've got that Honda Civic Type R AP3 we've seen arrive earlier. Gorgeous cars, always wanted one of those. Next to that we have another Ford in white. Go follow it there, guys. Again, all the links are in the description. On to another Vauxhall Astra. Really like the color on this one. Go follow it there, obviously. Next to this Golf. to this blue M2. I think it's the same color as the other M2 we've seen earlier. And yeah, you know, that's the rear of it. And now we've got a Mercedes here. We've got that was pretty cool. You think it's a Mini, and it is, but when you move to the side, it's actually a chopped Mini. I mean, how tiny is that? Such a cool car. And look at that interior as well, funky. But that is really cool. Definitely unique and probably really easy to park. That's the Abarth we've seen earlier, so we are moving on. White body panels on that. Lovely, nice and square and pop-up headlight. Another A series. Lovely stripe accent. That's another one of the cars that was in the exhaust battle episode. Oh, go check it out so you can hear what it sounds like. Yeah, we've got another GDM beauty. Pop-up headlight, gorgeous bonnet. All specced out. And again, another car that was in the exhaust competition video from the same event. A lot of work went into that one. As you can see, it is a proper drift car. And next to that, we've got this gorgeous 350Z. Really love that white body, gorgeous wheels. The one at the rear are just so massive. And here we've got a Nissan Juke lowered and all modded up. Got to love the wheels on that. Really gorgeous rotiform. Follow it there. Not a sight you see every day. There was actually two of them there. Ah, that's a Mini we've seen as Slam before. White plate, white body, Lamborghini, gorgeous. Really, really well made. And the louvers at the back. One of the best looking Mini I've ever seen. And here we've got a Porsche with an Apple computer classic livery. And that one is a bag and got the full control, as you can see, on the passenger seat. And that one can like bounce around and stuff like that, which is not common on a Porsche. And here we've got a McLaren. I believe this is a 720. No, it's a 650. Still lovely. Great color for it. that we've got a purple BMW. Go follow it, obviously. And here we've got a Renault Sport Megane, gorgeous Aussie wheel on that. All nice and black. That murdered Meg, really cool Instagram tag too. Next to that we've got a really clean Caddy. Go follow it. I obviously sort of rob then. The guy likes his Volkswagen and loves his Caddy. Really nicely done. Next to that we've got a Fiesta done up WRC style with a livery to go with it. Number 13, good choice. And you can go and follow it there. Another Civic Type R, not an EP3 obviously, the little squid, the tag, the wheel to match the paint. Behind it there was another one with a partial wrap, as you will see in a minute. Turbo, lovely setup. As you can see, it's in the Vauxhall. That's one from the car park. Little Vauxhall that we've spotted. That's where we were, in the car park, like an idiot. Another Seat in purple. Another McLaren in orange. Same one as the previous one, 650 I believe, but you know, if you watch those videos a lot, you know I'm often wrong, so you know, a McLaren. And here we've got a lovely Kia. Splitters, you can see, headlight done, wheels, good glance of the size of the event. If I'm honest, it was smaller than I was expecting. And here we got A4 event S-Line. Audi TT with Porsche's wheel. As you can see here, the pipe for the intercooler are well integrated and a gorgeous engine bay to go with it. And yes, that's half a cage on meth in the boot. Yet another McLaren. One that the owner was discussing how it was disappointing to have that car because he never used it, and that's a lot of money to spend on a car you don't use. I guess an easy solution would just be to use it more. And you have got a lovely Skoda, which I've seen a couple of times and really love. Those wheels are gorgeous, and the multiple color wrap is really cool. Look much better in person. Here the camera was having a bit of a blurry stuff going on since the lens was dirty. Here you've got an AK4, gorgeous build as well this. Little guy hanging on the floor. This is another car from a fellow YouTuber that cover events as well. One of many cool cars he has. Go check him out. Yet another Nissan Juke modded. Sometimes you never see some and then you see two. I much prefer the 370Z next to it. This one as well was in the exhaust battle video. A lot of effort went into both of those vehicles to get them to where they are now. Now we are going to have a look at the 370Z a bit closer. Like the EP3s, the either 350 or 370Z are cars I would already like to own at some point. And here we've got the best car on the bloody show. That's a VTEC swap Nissan Micra. On the engine bay you see there is nothing compared to the engine that's going to go in it, which will produce 450 brake horsepower in a shell that is 750 kg. Crazy. Go follow the tag. The guy is an ace guy and working on some other cool project. cars look so cool too. Next to that we've got a little MX-5. And as you can see, I struggle moving away from the Micra. You can see the Micra ripping it into her car, leaving the show. A video about this show, and here obviously gorgeous Lancia. Bit of a late arrival, but what a beauty to see. We have this car leaving the show. Unfortunately, it didn't really send it much. But if you like watching cars leaving the show, you want to see them leaving that show, go check out our video selection. We've got pretty much nearly all the cars are leaving the show. And yes, this is another MX-5. Very MX-5 problem to have, rust. And as you can see, this one is leaking rust. Hopefully it is water. It left the car so after, so I'm sure it was fine. And here we've got a Chevrolet Kadett with a MX-5 engine swap, also turboed. Really cool. Never seen a Chevrolet Kadett in person before. And here was watching, but you know, we can't hear it because it's all narrated on the music on advertisement showing up. This is the latest car that arrived. Obviously, this is just completely a different level of build. Gorgeous rat rod. As you can see, it's got an award as well on the passenger seat. But oh, just love this so much, so much. This is so good. You can see the fuel tank there, and you've got a bombshell at the back, which is used as a fuel tank. But yeah, you know, how to arrive in style. As you can see, here we go, that's the bomb. You can see here, it's all connected. So that is as a fuel tank. So cool. And that is it, folks. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the narration on this one, it wasn't planned, but that's the downside of sometimes those car shows. They put tons of music in the background, which make it very hard to actually report the show. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, and yeah, go check out other videos. The other ones are not narrated, and you know, feels a bit better if I'm honest. Anyway guys, see you in the next one.